Welcome back to Skinny's Guitars. Sorry I haven't posted a video in a little bit. I had the flu, and let's just say that wasn't a lot of fun. Took me a little while to get over that. So this guitar, this is the second Nash I ever bought, and the one I've had the longest. The guitar is a 2007 Nash S-57 in black over Sunburst with a maple V-neck. The guitar has Fralin pickups, which are just fantastic, and medium aging. The guitar was the 28th guitar made for Phil's Guitars in Washington State. Phil was the first buyer of Nash Relic guitars. Phil stated that Phil was the first one. He also said, "I met him at a local guitar show, and I bought a bunch of custom stuff to see where this whole guitar building was going. Phil offered me a certain price and said he'd take all 8 guitars. I didn't want to drag them home, and I wasn't making as much on the price he offered me as I wanted, but I could go home with some cash and pay for some additional parts and supplies." Then Bill Nash stated that Phil called him 3 days later and asked if he had any more guitars because he had already sold all 8 guitars. That's when Bill realized that he could go the wholesale dealer route, as guitar dealers had a lot of credibility with their clients. Unfortunately, Phil's Guitars went out of business, and I don't really have any details of when or why, so if you know, please leave a comment if you know what happened. So this was my main gig guitar forever, but I don't use it as much anymore as I use a 2006 Nash S-57, and that guitar has a bigger neck and less of a V feel to it. This guitar has a pretty pronounced V neck on it. I love the color of this neck though, as it's super ambered. And plus this guitar is a featherweight. The guitar weighs in just at 7 pounds. This one, obviously has the Fender logo, but unfortunately somebody sanded the initials and the dealer's serial number off the headstock. Please don't do that, as it actually destroys the history of these guitars. I own a few where the initials and the number were sanded away, and it's kind of a bummer. But thank God all the information on these guitars is under the pickguard and on the neck. So let's take this one apart and see what we can find. Okay, I got the pickguard off. So I'm looking at the description right here. It says, obviously, Phil's Guitar, the 28th guitar made for him. It's got a V-neck, Fralin pickups, medium relic, and it says black over, but it's black over Sunburst, obviously. The routes look pretty clean. This one's got a little bit of extra here to fit probably to fit the Fralin pickup in there. The rest of it looks really good. So the pickguard is pretty standard. It's all parts made in Japan, which Nash was using for a long time. I think he used them up through through 08. It's got a large orange drop capacitor. The deposit date to the 34th week of 2007. It's got all the braided wiring, which looks great. The Fralin pickup's got an extra metal plate on there that supposedly brightens the treble pickup, which this one absolutely screams. Besides that, that's pretty much it. Let me take the neck off next. There's a little bit of what's under the back plate. Looks like it has 5 springs, and nothing too exciting besides that. Okay, I got the neck off the body. And like I said earlier, I love the amber color on this neck. The wear is pretty good. Like I said, I played this guitar a lot. I definitely added to a lot of the divoting on the fretboard. You could probably see where the relicing was compared to what I've done to it. Like I said earlier, this one came with the Fender Strat logo when I bought it. Obviously, Bill didn't put these on. It was an option for the buyer. An 07 would have come with no silk screen on the guitar at all. This one's actually missing the one up here, the other Fender logo. Let's flip it over. Like I said earlier, somebody removed his initials and sanded off the dealer code and number. It's got a little bit of relicking back here. Tuners are beautiful. Love the way they look. This neck has a really pronounced V-neck. Obviously, that's S-57, so it's got the skunk stripe on it. Looks like it was signed off by DT, a Nash employee. I don't see any other markings on the back of the neck. Just got a lot of black paint. Just looking at the end of the neck, yep, I don't see anything on the end of the neck at all. Just the truss rod adjustment screw. The neck is super light though. It's great. It's a good looking neck. Looking at the body body's got, you know, just a typical shim, Nash style, which looks like it's one of his hang tags cut up. Just black paint, nothing too crazy. Just a quick look at the relicking and the sunburst underneath the finish, which I think is really cool looking. Definitely has some dings, a little beat up. Like I said, I play this guitar a lot, so there might be a few extra ones here and there from me. But yeah, there you go. Love it. It's a good looking body. Let's get some quick neck measurements on this one. The nut is 1.63. Fairly thin nut. First fret, 0.94. It doesn't feel that big. It's just got a really large V carve in the back. But wow, it doesn't feel like 0.95. 12th fret, 0.94. So it starts out fat and gets skinnier, which is very common for these older Nashes. A lot of them are made that way. Okay, I'm gonna just take a quick look at the back of the body. See a little bit of the sunburst poking through here. It's got a lot of scratches and stuff on here. Most likely a bunch from me, but obviously a lot of this was part of the medium relicking as well. You can see the sunburst really coming through on the tummy carve, which I think is really cool. It's got a serial number of 19615. Welcome back to Skinny's Guitars. We'll do a little sound demo on the 2007 Nash S-57. I'm playing through some different stuff this time because my main gear is over at our rehearsal space. So I'm using, for an amplifier, 1965 Pro Reverb that's been modified with 59 Jensen speakers. It's a great amp, sounds beautiful. I got treble at 4, I've got the bass at 5, the reverb on 2, because 2 is still a lot of reverb for this amp. And we'll start out clean in the neck position. Okay, I'm going to throw a little drive out of it. I'm using a 90s Marshall Drive Master pedal. I have the gain right at noon, right in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to use a little distortion. I'm using a Marshall Governor pedal. I've got the gain pretty much cranked, so it might be a little noisy, but like I said, I'm without all my regular stuff.